Hi, welcome back to DIY Darlene. Today I'll be filming a video on DIY lotion bars. I was contracted by my godmother to make lotion bars. My cousin is getting married in October and her bridal shower is on July 10th. So my aunt asked me to make the favors. So I'm going to take you along for the process. I've already made 26. I have to make a total of 60. So I still have about 40 left to make. So I'm going to take you along on this process. I'm going to show you what ingredients I use, what it takes to make them, how long it takes, and how I put everything together. And I'm going to show you how I label and bring everything together. All right, okay, so what you can see here is I have my thing with the beeswax. You want to melt that first because what'll happen is that takes the longest. You don't want to do the cocoa butter because then if you burn it, it won't have the flavor, the benefits that you use to put it on your skin. So always melt your beeswax first, and that's what I'm doing. So, and that's going to take the longest to melt. So you want to melt the beeswax. I did forget one thing that I have to run upstairs to get out of my supplies, but I forgot the spearmint leaves I did put in it to give it more of a fragrance. So we're going to melt our beeswax. We'll be back. I'll show you the next step on how we put the cocoa butter, the oil, the vitamin E, the essential oil, and the dye. So these are the items that you need to make your lotion bars. You need beeswax, you need cocoa butter, which is this in the block, and I'll have to chop up what I need. You need some kind of essential oil, and I'm using eucalyptus and spearmint. I'm going to dye it because green was her color, is the color that she's using. I'm using almond oil, but you could use coconut oil. My cousin has an allergy to coconut oil, so I've gone with sweet almond. And you always want to use vitamin E and then you boil it. You're going to do the beeswax first, and I'm going to show you how you do that in the beeswax. Okay, so the beeswax is all melted. So now what we're going to do is put in our cocoa butter, and we're going to put... Now, when you make this recipe, you have to do equal parts. So I did 2 cups of beeswax, only because I have the formula of how many I'm making that I can make at one time. And I'm using 2 cups of cocoa butter, 2 cups of almond oil, and just like a squirt of the vitamin E. The vitamin E is really just to preserve the product. It keeps it longer. It keeps it from going bad. This is also the spearmint leaves that I was talking about that I used. I'm going to put them in. So I'm going to go ahead and melt up the cocoa butter, and we're going to be back. But this is just a look at my setup. I had to cut the cocoa butter because it didn't cut already. So you just have to measure 2 cups. Okay, so this is how you pour it in. I put in the dye. I put in the essential oils. I did about 80. This batch only made 6. So with my measurement, so it's 2 cups of everything. Only because I filled them up a little bit higher to make them a little bit thicker. And then you just have to sit and wait, and you just have to let them dry. And then once you do that, you can take them out, and then you have to put them in the bags. And I'll show you how we bag them up and we label them up. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I hid the name for privacy, but that's how I wrote it out. And then I put my cousin's name, bridal shower, and when her bridal shower is. So that's the finished product. That's the lotion bar before I package it up. On the back, I have my label, Muffins Pantry. You could go to my Facebook page. If you would like to order lotion bars, if you would like to order lip balms, solid perfumes, rollerball perfumes, candles, if you would like to order any of that stuff, go check out my Facebook at Muffins Pantry, and you can email me. My email